Hey there, it's Elizabeth with Maeve Yoga, and I just thought I'd bring you some regular content just to talk about my practice, where we're not necessarily moving through any type of breathing exercises or yoga practices, but I tell you more about what I do to support myself through just kind of what I do on my own, and then also what I do in the classroom. So this video is going to focus on music. So what type of music I listen to in the classroom versus on my own, and kind of just how it can be different for every person. So for me and my music subscription, I actually use Apple Music. It's something that I got through a family plan, so that's kind of what I've been sticking with. I have used Spotify in the past, but it's been a minute. And then sometimes I just find random music on YouTube, so it's kind of whatever works for you. But I figured I would go ahead and walk you through what I use from Apple Music. So, here's my Apple Music account, and essentially I use their Apple Music Yoga Fitness one. So with the sun, you might not be able to, if I don't drop this, if you can't really see it, that's okay. I'm gonna link it in the video, but essentially it gets updated about once a week with new music added. It has almost 5.5 hours of music on this specific playlist. So it is the Apple Music Fitness Yoga playlist that they have on there, and you can kind of see the symbol up in the corner. So it's like that blue background with a lotus flower, and it says yoga, and it has the Apple Music symbol in the corner. What I really love about that playlist is it's a kind of a way for me to discover new artists that I haven't heard before, and where I really like their vibe and their sound. Sometimes I end up downloading their full album, sometimes I just like the specific song. It kind of depends. So that's something fun that I do for my actual class that I teach in person. And then sometimes that music can be more upbeat. So then there is another playlist on Apple that is just called Savasana. So I will link that one as well, but it's another Apple Music playlist. I'll hold it close again. And for that one, all of that is kind of just very slow, soft, very relaxing, meditative music. And so I always use that for my corpse pose at the end of class. And I have had slower classes, like I did a yin class once, which was very relaxing, very restorative, and I use that playlist the whole time then too. So that's kind of what I do when I am teaching actual classes in public. Now, every once in a while, I get the fun opportunity where no one shows up to my class, and instead I kind of just use that time in that space to do whatever I want. So I always love it when people show up to my class. I'm definitely not discouraging people from showing up to my in-person class, but it is fun when I get to kind of do these more creative things with the music around it. So, for instance, for those Taylor Swiftie fans out there, I have been a fan of Taylor Swift since I was a teenager when her first album came out, and I've just followed her since then. And so recently, the Apple Music set list for her tour has kind of been my jam. So sometimes if I get a class to myself, I put that on and I kind of just sing along to it the whole time that I'm practicing. Whether that be I'm just relaxing in a pose, whether I'm doing more of a hatha style practice where I'm holding poses like the warriors, downward facing dog, or if I'm doing more vinyasa style where I am flowing. I really enjoy doing it to this type of music because it really pulls me out of the physical experience of it, and I'm able to focus more on the flow and the music as compared to like, oh, the stretch, like, oh, my back, oh, whatever. And I really get drawn into singing along and making it fun and kind of adding a little wiggle. So that's one example of what I like to do when it's kind of more on my own. And then also on Apple Music, they have a 2000s workout playlist. And this has songs like Yeah, Promiscuous, Low, Family Affair, some Rihanna stuff, a bunch of stuff on here. And what I really like about it is it's not normally what you associate with a yoga practice. So it's definitely a moment for me to just let loose, have fun. I can be like dancing to it, rapping to it, wiggling my hips, whatever feels good. And it's just so much fun. So I definitely encourage you to find something that makes the practice fun for you, whether it's when you're following along with a video, and the person isn't using any music to support that practice. Or if you're just practicing on your own, like you're at home and you're like, hey, I want to get some stretching in, rather than sitting in silence or even just playing the relaxing music that might make it difficult for you to focus on the practice itself and like staying in the moment and not just thinking like, oh, I could go do dishes, or oh, I could go do laundry, or oh, I'd rather be out with friends than spending 5, 10, 15 minutes stretching. Instead, listen to music, make it fun, make it about you. So that's pretty much all I had on music. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to comment with suggestions that you have around music, like what you like to listen to, and yeah, I'd love to add it to my playlists. So thank you so much. Have a great day.